What's up, y'all? What's up? It's your girl Sienna Sage, back on here with another video. Y'all see I'm all up close and personal because I'm gonna be a little bit farther back for this video for reasons that we will address. But if you guys haven't been following, then you know that we are in a hair porosity series. Now, one part of this series that is very important is how do you figure out what your hair porosity is? Now, there are things that we can look at, such as how fast our hair is able to absorb water when we get in the shower and things as such, but there's also a hair porosity test that we can all perform at home, super simple and easy, and it takes 5 minutes. And these 5 minutes that you take are going to be so influential to you being able to really dominate and flourish on your natural hair journey. Now, if you guys have tuned into the previous videos talking about hair porosity and its significance, then you would have learned that hair porosity is really your hair's ability to retain and absorb moisture. And just as though we have pores in our skin, we have pores in our hair. And the more open those pores are, the more we may need to potentially put the proteins back into it. The more closed it is, there's other different methods for tending to those very closed pores. But nevertheless, we're gonna go ahead and get into this hair porosity test in just a moment so that you, my friend, can really apply these tips that you've been learning along the way with this series to your hair porosity and dominate and flourish on your natural hair journey. So, without further ado, we're gonna get into this video in just a moment, but y'all know this is a Flourish platform, so of course, we are all flourishing together. And I just wanted to share with you guys that I have this like Flourish box. If you guys know, then you know. All the people that I met that are on this platform, from festivals, from just events in general, Flourish events that we've done in the past, then you know that a big part of the journey is literally pouring love into people, pouring that self-love into people, helping them on their natural hair journey and just helping them on their Flourish journey in general. And that is what this entire platform is all about. So one thing that I've been implementing is doing a Flourish affirmation a day. Now, again, I did these at the festivals and Flourish events that we've done in the past, but I'm like, why not do a Flourish affirmation every day? So this is something that I recently implemented. I wrote up and typed all these affirmations from the heart. If you know, you know. But today I actually pulled an affirmation. I'm not even gonna pull a new one, be authentic with y'all. So this is the affirmation that we're working with today. And I think I'll pull another one maybe at the end of the video, but today's affirmation was pulled from this little box of affirmations, kind of like little fortune cookies. And it says, are y'all ready? It says, I will succeed in a prosperous life. Point blank, period. Okay? We will succeed in a prosperous life. Okay, Flourish family? Point blank, period. I just wanted to start us off with that because that was a word. That was a word. So now that we've been boosted up with our Flourish affirmation, it is time for us to get into our hair porosity test, y'all. Roll the film. Hey y'all, so y'all see I got real up close and personal because this hair porosity test starts off with taking a piece of hair from my head. So I want y'all to be able to see exactly what's going on. So there goes a piece of hair right there. Yo, it's too easy for these pieces of hair to be coming out. So I actually have 2 pieces of hair, so I guess I'll do it with both. So take a piece of your hair out, like so. Typically it just sheds, so I just take it from whatever's shedding in my hair already. And so here goes our 2 pieces of hair. I know it looks a little gross, but we're gonna take these 2 pieces of hair and we're gonna take a tissue or whatever you want to use to wash off any product buildup or anything that may be on the hair that may weigh it down and kind of manipulate your test results. So I have a little bit of witch hazel on this cotton pad here. I'm gonna take these 2 pieces of hair and I'm kind of gonna just smooth it through. You can also literally just take your 2 pieces of hair to the sink and kind of just rinse them off with soap and water, making sure that there's no soap left on the 2 pieces of hair. But for the sake of this video, just so that you guys can see what I'm doing, I'm gonna just use this cotton pad with a little bit of witch hazel to cleanse these hairs. clean as we're gonna get them. Hopefully they have no product on them. I did just wipe them off again with the cotton pad and the witch hazel. And then I took a cup of water. This is room temperature water that I have here. And literally what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your pieces of hair and you're literally going to just plop it in there. Kind of shove them in there a little bit. Make sure that they break the water. And by break the water, I mean that they're not like sticking up outside the water. I want them to be fully submerged in the water. And as you see, it's kind of just floating there at the top. So you're gonna leave this off to the side for about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna change the position of this camera real quick, but essentially put it off to the side and you don't have to do anything at this point. You just wait for your results. Oh yes, another very important part of this whole thing is, of course, how do you know what your hair porosity is based off of these tips? I'm gonna pick this up one more time while we're waiting, but if it stays at the top, then that means that the pores in your hair are very enclosed, and that means that you have low porosity hair type. That's the hair porosity I have. If your hair sinks to the middle section, then that means that you have medium porosity hair type, meaning that the pores are not fully closed or open either. And if it sinks all the way down to the bottom, you see that your hair is like all the way sunk, then that means that you have high porosity hair type. And with high porosity hair type, that just means that the pores are very, very open. So because the pores are very, very open, it allowed a lot of water to just push it down and it sunk. And that is how you'll determine what your hair porosity is. So again, we're gonna have this sit off to the side. It's already been about a minute. So I'm gonna give it a few more minutes and conclude our test results. And there you have it. The hair is kind of just sitting there and floating at the top. Again, that is low porosity hair type. If the hair was to sink down to the middle section somewhere, that would be medium porosity hair type. And if it was to really just sink all the way down to the bottom fully, that would be high porosity hair type. So this concludes how that hair porosity test looks. You guys can physically see exactly how it went. What's up, y'all? I'm back in frame. So this basically concludes the hair porosity test that I wanted to do with you guys today. Please do leave any questions or comments or concerns that you may have down below. But as you see, this is super easy. Anybody can do this. It takes 5 minutes out of your day. Literally take a piece of shedding hair out your head. You could even take it from a brush that you may have. Make sure that you get all the product buildup off of it. Again, I use this little cotton pad with a little bit of witch hazel and just soothed it through. You can also just take the piece of hair and kind of wash it in the sink with water and soap. The reason I don't like doing that is because sometimes it kind of gets away in your hands when you run water over it. But yeah, nevertheless, it was very, very easy. You just plop it in the water, wait for 5 minutes, and boom, those are your porosity hair test results. I hope that this video was informative for you guys. I hope that you guys were able to take something away from it and be able to apply it to your own hair porosity test. Super simple, super easy, but once you know these results, it's going to be a game changer for you on your natural hair journey. You're going to be able to learn what products work for your hair, what methods to use for tending to your hair, the oils and butters that work best for your hair, and you'll be able to really get the most out of the series, the hair porosity series that I've been creating for you guys. So definitely do tune into those videos if you have not already. After completing this hair porosity test, do the hair porosity test ASAP if you have not already, and go in love, y'all. I love you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, your week, and always. Mwah. Love you, Flourish fam. Oh yeah, y'all. I did promise that I was going to leave you guys with a Flourish affirmation. So let's see what the affirmation is looking like today. All right, lead me, God. Which one is for the people? What's the affirmation? I feel like it's this one. All right, y'all ready? Drum roll. Boom. Oh, upside down. It says, I am proud of my growth. We just gonna leave it at that. We're gonna leave it at that. I am proud of my growth. I love you guys, and I am proud of your growth, okay? Keep on flourishing. I love you guys so much, and have an amazing and beautiful rest of your day.